Hello, welcome to this short presentation on a suggested diversion for T17 in Middleton. A diversion is needed to accommodate HS2 and one is planned, but what I have here is a suggestion for what I think will be a better diversion. The reason why I think this suggestion is better is because it is shorter, it is easier and cheaper to build, it will be easier and cheaper to maintain, it has better amenity value, it offers connectivity with Park Lane and Crowbury Lane, it is more accessible for those with mobility issues. So I've shown it here in, if you like, the five stages of T17 in its life so far. The original line, the diversion to allow for gravel extraction, the current de facto route 2024, and for that matter 2025, and then I'm shown the planned diversion and the suggested diversion. For each of these, I'm showing it in an aerial view and also showing it on the HS2 plan. So this is the original route of footpath T17 from A to B. Point C is important in this discussion, which is why this is marked especially. And the aerial view here was taken in 2005. This is the A4091, which is going to have to be moved, which is going to be have a slight diversion in it. This is the original view shown on the HS2 plan. Now this HS2 plan is rotated anti-clockwise about 80 degrees, 80, 90 degrees, getting on for 90 degrees. So north is over here somewhere. And here's the footpath running from A down to B. So this is the current legal route. Instead of going across here, it basically just goes round three sides of a rectangle in order to free this area up for gravel extraction. This is that legal route, legal line shown on the HS2 plan. So this is the de facto route. This is actually where it does run, which is instead of going straight across here, it goes up here to this pond here, and then it comes back across this area of rough ground and back down again. So it makes it a little bit longer. This red line here, by the way, is a permissive route which was put in place as part of the planning permission for the gravel extraction. And this is that de facto current route shown on the shown on the HS2 plan. So this is the planned diversion, planned by HS2, and you can see that the plan here is to, instead of run up here through this line of woods and possibly carry on around there or down across here, the plan here is to cut across this dugout quarry, then go down here next to the railway, use this bridge to get to the other side of HS2 and back up this side of the railway. Now, I've got a number of problems with this. One is I think that the amenity value of going down one side of the railway and back up the other isn't great. The other one is that I actually think it's going to be impossible or very difficult to get across this dugout quarry. I actually think it's impractical, but I'll show you that in the next few images. So this is the that route shown here, and this is the bit which I think is going to be just impossible to do. This has been dug out quite considerably, and it's very susceptible to flooding, as the next image will show you. This one here was taken on Monday, the 13th of January 2025, looking along from point C along the planned route of the footpath. Now, the depth of that water is, it's hard to say. I've never measured the depth of this, but it is an enormous hole, and I would guess it at 20 or 30 feet. It's really quite severe, and I just think it's completely impractical to run a footpath across there. I don't know, even if you could do it, I don't think it would be sustainable or maintainable. I think it's an impracticable plan. So my suggestion is that we keep this rather pleasant walk through woods, quite a nice walk through woods up to here, permissive path carried along here, and we run the footpath along here, which is merely a field edge, so almost no effort at all to do that. Then across this flat area here, which HS2 is going to plant with trees, again, I don't see a problem with that. Under this bridge here, following the road, and then back down the other side, which is also going to be an area populated with trees. Again, I don't see a problem doing that. These brown lines here are my rather poor attempt to show where the diversions of Crowbury Lane and the A4091 are. So this is it shown on the HS2 map. There's a much better plan obviously here, and you can see here we've got really good connectivity with Crowbury Lane here and with Park Lane down here. So but that's where we get the extra connectivity from, and we maintain this rather nice walk along here, which is a distance away from the railway through some nice woods. I think that's going to be a much better route. So here we go on distances. The original distance was 800 metres. The suggested diversion is 2,200 metres, and the planned one is 2,200 meters, and this suggestion is significantly shorter. So the advantages of this suggestion are it's going to be shorter, it's easier and cheaper to build, it will be easier and cheaper to maintain, it has better amenity value, it offers connectivity with Park Lane and Crowbury Lane, and it is more accessible to those with mobility issues. And just for the record, I've put there the place where I got this particular HS2 plan from. Thank you for your time.